I thought I knew you. I thought I knew you.
Thought I wasn't gonna make it, seeing you the first time. Butterflies couldn't shake on, think I'm losing my mind. I ain't gonna lie. And can you see me suffocating, getting harder to hide? Every minute's overwhelming when I'm with you tonight. Could you be mine? We could be something, we could be everything. Oh, we could be nothing, but oh, here we go again. 'Cause I see you in the rain, standing there, waiting for me, not dreaming or awake, getting lost in the story. Just take me as I am and say you understand that it's not all in my head. You and me conversating, your hand touching mine. Is a love story in the making, or is it this wine? As we lose track of time. Oh, we could be something, we could be everything. Oh, we could be nothing, but oh, here I go again. 'Cause I see you in the rain, standing there, waiting for me, not dreaming or awake, getting lost in the story. Just take me as I am and say you understand that it's not all in my head. Can we go back to the place I saw in my head? The moments we had, but they never existed. And take all the emotions, so caught up in expectations. I thought I knew you, but it was all in my head. I see you in the rain, standing there, waiting for me, not dreaming or awake, getting lost in the story. Just take me as I am and say you understand that it's not all in my head. And I see you in the rain, standing there, waiting for me, not dreaming or awake, getting lost in the story. Just take me as I am and say you understand that it's not all in my head.
Madeleine Mcpherson. Thank you for joining us. Much
Thank
appreciated.
you.
Could you obviously introduce the gentleman on your left-hand side?
Yeah, so this on the left is Charlie Stanley, and he is my guitarist.
Hi everybody.
And we literally met like very recently.
About
And
just before November.
yeah, just before November. And we've just had like the best time since. So yeah.
Fantastic. And what's the origins of the project? How did it come about?
So it came about from my dream since I was a kid of wanting to be a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
This was always just part of the plan. I just never really executed it until the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah, the last 3 years. And then it's been like full force since then. So yeah, my real name is Madeleine Mcpherson. I don't know. I haven't done the whole stage name thing. I don't know if I
No
will.
pseudonym, no nothing.
No, I don't know if I will, but I'm early on, so like my actual name is just the name of what I'm doing. So
Cool. Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
You guys have more of like a mellow sound. We spoke off camera just a minute ago about potentially you guys like switching it up and then doing it with like a full band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would that be something you're going to do soon, or?
Yeah, we were just thinking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, I think
It's gonna be in the pipeline.
From a musician's point of view, Maddie has a very set way of how she likes her sound, and it's a brilliant thing for an artist to have, where they know exactly how they want things to sound, the world they want that to be in. So we've sort of managed to capture that over the last couple of months using
Yeah.
your guitar. And I think the challenge now for us is how do we build that up? How do we put in the extra instruments and sort of blend it into that idea that Maddie has of what she
Yeah.
wants her music to sound like?
Okay. So
Yeah.
how does the songwriting process begin? Is that all you and then you take it to Charlie, or?
So yeah, I would normally, I'd write the songs myself. Like some of the songs I've had out already, I wrote changes completely by myself. But then I met my friends who also songwrite, Scott and Sam, and I've known them for about the last 3 years. And basically, I just get an idea. It could be a chorus, it could be a hook, it could be the whole song. And then once I voice record that and write the notes of the gibberish that comes to me, we just get on a session and we finish the song, or we make more sense, But I always start with the thing and then we take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And where do the roots of the songwriting come from? Is it mostly like personal experience? Is it stuff that you'd like to see changes from? Just
Yeah, it's always like an internal struggle that you're trying to overcome, like a fight.
Okay.
And you're trying to overcome your fight, which is like, it could be, your brain's OCD. It could be like you're over emotional. It could be a boy. It could be that you want to be somebody else. Like it could be anything, but it's always just an emotional core to it. And it's like a fight trying to overcome it.
Okay. Nice. And you said you've got stuff out at the moment.
Yeah, I've had songs out since 2023. I took a pause in 2024 and didn't release. I just met my producer, Colin. And when I met Colin, we went into the studio and just basically developed my sound. I didn't know what my sound was when I was releasing in 2023. I was just writing songs and putting them on TikTok, and they were blowing up for some reason, and then we were getting them in the studio. So I didn't really know what I was doing. And so, I got introduced to Colin, and then we developed my sound in 2024. And then obviously all these songs that I want to get heard this year are hopefully going to come out.
Fantastic. Nice one. So what would you like to be doing for the remainder of 2025?
So just as many shows as possible, showing people what my sound is, because they've not heard it. They've only heard Go Go Go, which was the first release of this year, with that sound in it. So I just want to have, all these songs that I've written that I hope to get heard this year. I hope that they come out, and also that my fan club, my small but mighty fan club, the Bubble Army, grows, and more and more people know about the songs, and just doing so many shows with it, because I didn't really show the songs live that much since releasing, but I want to do so many shows as well.
Nice. And then to get more studio time as well?
So I think the studio time is probably done for this year, but obviously as I write songs, depending on if people like it, I'll then go to the studio and make a demo. So it's all just,
I think there's also this sort of process we sometimes go through before shows, where it'll be 2 days for a show and Madeleine will come through and she'll go, I've got this new song that I've got this idea.
Because I'm writing all the time, so it just happens to be... Yeah, sometimes you just think about a new song and then...
But what we'll do is we'll sit down and we'll go, okay, that'd be quite a cool thing to put into the set, and we'll work through it. We'll try and match it to our other songs, match it to that sound, because obviously I've come in recently and I've part of her live team.
Yeah.
So there is a bit of a separation between the way I play and the way...
I was doing it before.
Or the way Sam recorded it over the... in the studio.
Yeah.
So we sort of take these songs and look at that, try to recreate it, and then throw it out and see how it floats.
Yeah.
In a way.
Fantastic. You guys are obviously still reasonably young. Not to say that I'm old. I'm getting there, but still. Do you think there's any extra hurdles now for younger musicians compared to, say, maybe like 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah, I would just say the social media side of things. I would just say...
I'd completely agree.
I would just say that TikTok in 2020 was obviously incredible because it was a new app, and you would literally post a singing video and it would get millions of views, most of the time. I think as it gets older, it's harder to get those views, I guess. I mean, not always in those cases, but I think if some people that are younger, they want to be musicians, but they don't want to film themselves, or I don't know, they got on TikTok a bit too late. It's never too late, but do you know what I mean? Like, 5 years on from the app kind of being a new app. Yeah, I just think that would be... I think social media, yeah.
From sort of a session musician point of view, social media definitely has its benefits. It also has its negatives.
Yeah.
I mean, I met Maddie through social media.
Yeah.
Which was a bit of a coincidence, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just you were looking for a guitarist.
Yep.
I had adverts out, and you got in contact with me through my website. But I tend to find usually that the work I'll get is more based off a who you know basis, not your social media presence. So it will be going to networking events, going to other gigs, meeting other people, sort of just, you're a musician, they're a musician, going out for a drink or, doing something along.
I think I agree, because it's like social media is so important that you forget that you need to be like in person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need to be like, this is who I am, and you need to, but I think you're so used to just being with your phone. It's like, oh, that's just it. And I'll just do that. And then.
Which is a very difficult boundary for a lot of people to overcome. It's very easy to get so wrapped up in what happens online that it's like, no, hold on a minute, take a step back, go out and pursue some stuff in the real world, and then all of that other stuff will just follow quite quickly.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was just going to say, I think the other really important thing is that I don't know if it doesn't get said enough in the industry, or if it gets said too much, but it's just generally being a nice person.
Oh my God, yeah.
The saying's always, who do you want to be on a tour bus with? You've got your band, that you could have the best band in the world, but if they're not the people you want to be with, they're not going to stick around.
100%
agree. Yeah, that's very well said. Very well said. So going on from that, because that's a very, very good piece of advice, what's the best piece of advice that you guys have been given regarding music?
For me, it's write every day. That always gets said to me, and I've always done, tried my best to write every day. And it's always just been like, just be a good person. Okay. Always, yeah.
Nice. Charlie?
My one would be from my music teacher quite a while ago when I was really young, and it would have been, always make yourself more useful than you have to be.
Mm-hmm. That's very good.
If you're a session guitarist, also help with everything you can do. Be as present as you can be. Just be that person someone wants to go to, not you have to go to them. If that kind of makes sense. And I think the other bit of advice is, I probably can't say, but don't be a bad person.
Yes.
Said a bit more bluntly.
Be a nice person. Don't be a...
No.
Yeah. Sorry, you can swear, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I would say that's very, very sound advice. The one from me, which, if anyone cares, is be as self-sufficient as you can. So it kind of ties into what you said, Charlie, have all of your own equipment, be able to just go, yes, I can do that at a moment's notice, because as soon as you can do that, you become a person's first option for work. Be it, you don't have to go out and spend thousands and thousands of pounds. You just need to be able to just turn up, do your job, and then go. Because as soon as you start having hurdles in between you or separating you from doing that, people aren't going to call you back, which is an issue.
Yeah, I think one of the musicians as a bassist that I look up to the most would be Dale Davis, who was Amy Winehouse's MD and bassist.
Who I think I met, think I mentioned to you.
Through BIM.
He was lovely.
He was lovely. He's an incredible musician.
Yeah.
And very famously said about him by Amy Winehouse is, he's my favourite person to have around, or something along the lines of that. And I think that sort of just embodies everything you need to be as a musician. And obviously he's made it stop. He's played with Amy Winehouse and all sorts of other artists. He's still touring. And I think he's just a very good case study of somebody in the session musician world where you can go, yes, he's a nice person. He's done it right and made his connections.
That's good. Thank you very much for both coming down. Much appreciated. How do people find you and find your music?
So it will, let's be real, it's going to be on TikTok, it's going to be on Instagram, it's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
But also, I want to do a lot of shows this year. I want to be in person, as possible. I want to always be, performing live. That's always what I've dreamt of, not just be on TikTok or whatever. Like, I want to be in the room, meeting new fans, meeting everyone, who works in the industry. So you'll catch me in London. You'll catch me in Kent. You'll catch me somewhere. Yeah, I'll be somewhere.
What about your social media handles?
It's just going to be Madeleine Mcpherson everywhere.
Okay.
And on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, and all streaming platforms.
All of them. Yeah.
All of them. Every single one. Even Tidal is,
Yes.
I don't use Tidal, but even Tidal.
There you go. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming down. We will hope to have you back in the future.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
No worries.
another day, nothing's changed. All these places look the same, and I know everything that remains will still be here for tomorrow. But when I'm walking home, I still see your face. I wish I could forget your name, but it won't go. When I've had enough, I can no longer escape into your warm embrace. Now I feel so cold. Go, 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 get out of my head. Can't take this anymore. I'm so, so, so over all this. I want it out the door. Go, 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 get out of my head. Can't take this anymore. I never thought I'd be without you. Go, 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 go. I'm trying to find some peace, but all these songs, they ruin me, and I can't watch the movies that we used to, 'cause everything about them just feels like you. But when I'm walking home, I still see your face. I wish I could forget your name, but it won't go. When I've had enough, I can no longer escape into your warm embrace. And I feel so cold. Go, 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 get out of my head. Can't take this anymore. I'm so, so, so over all this. I want it out the door. Go, 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 get out of my head. Can't take this anymore. Never thought I'd be without you. Go, 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 go. You ain't gonna wear I'm down. Baby, if you don't know now, you know. I don't want you back. Baby, I just need to see you love. I'm walking home. I wish I could forget your name, but it won't go. When I've had enough, I can no longer escape into your warm embrace. Now I feel so cold.